Hey guys, so I got a video, very interesting video today. Um, so I started doing a video yesterday, I recorded it and I finished the whole video. I just decided that the lighting was bad and also I had like background music. My roommates, one of my roommates, they got here and literally walked into the apartment, and a minute later he blasts music and I am like, are you kidding me? So that was all the way from 6 to 8:30 maybe, the whole music thing. I was so done. I was like, I'm done. um, but so I wanted to show you guys the collections that I have. Not collections, but the TNs that I am holding right now. Some of this TN I do have. Maybe I'm gonna sell some of them. I already saw one last week. There's two that I post in the group to sell, and then the other ones that I have right now here, that I'm not planning to sell at the moment. I'm gonna show you guys. I think there's one or two of them that I do want to sell, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm ever gonna do that. It's just I'm not sure. Some of these are, Chic Sparrow doesn't sell them anymore, yeah, basically that's it. Chic Sparrow doesn't sell them anymore, or because I like the color, or it's just I can't help it and I don't want to give them away. That's it. So first of all, before I get into that, I wanted to show you, I wanted to talk to you guys about this. Somebody asked me and said, not that they didn't ask me, they said that they wanted to see like my setup and all that stuff with my TNs, and I thought that was a great idea. To just do that video right now, kind of like, sorry, literally stop right outside my window.
Yeah, about the shed.
So I don't even remember what I was saying, but I wanted to just talk about I just wanted to talk about, I can't even talk. How can I talk about something that I can't even, if I can even talk? You see what I'm going on right now. My setup with these TNs are very, they don't have a setup. That's the thing. So the way that I run my life, I don't have like specific things like, oh, I'm gonna use this for that or this for this. I may have kind of like a setup in mind, but at the end of the day or whenever I grab my stuff, it just happens whenever. So for example, like this one right here, this one I don't have any specific journaling or anything like that. I did decided that this one is not gonna be like a personal journal, when people get, write their things that they don't want to be more out there. So this one I decided that I just wanted to write, but not personal stuff that I don't want people to read. So that's why I don't mind. I posted there are things here. When I first started, this was how you call that, all of this, sorry about that. All of this, I wrote this every day was something different. So I took this as my daily journal, like a daily journal that I would just write my highlights of the day. Unless that week I didn't wrote anything, then I'm just gonna go back and think about what I did or what I didn't do or whatever it is, and then write it down. But as you guys can see, things has changed since this page right here. So that's the reason why this one I decided that I don't want it to have any personal information on it. And then it comes to the pocket size, which when I bought this was, it says it's an A6 pocket size. So this one, I never know how to say that name properly, but I think it's Lostrom in 1970s, I think it is. So this one is more like basically I write about everything. So there are things over here. I think there's only one page. Okay, so this one right here, this one page here, this kind of very personal that I don't want anyone to see or read, and so that one I keep it personal. But like this one, I don't care. So I did this one yesterday night. Palace is one of my favorite band, and I actually printed a picture of it with my Canon IV, and to be honest, I have never seen a picture of Palace before. Like, I have been listening to this band for around almost 2 years now, or not even almost. I've been listening to this band for 2 to 3 years. So I never actually thought, okay, let me just go and see the bands or whatever. I always go with the picture that they have, like their art. So I never got interested in knowing like the name of the bands or anything like that, because I sometimes don't do that. And I know it probably is like super bad that I don't, but I'm not like the type of person that just goes into the information of each of the name of the person in the band and where they live and how old they are and when was their birthday, like stuff like that. I'm not very, like that. But this one is more about almost everything. I journal about everything. So whatever doesn't fit on here, when I feel like I want to put like a lot of pictures, I want to put more ephemeral, whatever I want to put in it, and I know that in my passport it won't fit like I want it to look, I use my pocket A6, A9, A6 journal, and that's where I do things. Now that I'm doing it, I feel like this is not enough space for me, and you won't believe what size I'm thinking of buying next, just to try it out again. I don't know if I should say it, but we talk about this later. Yeah, I think I did this last night. And then something else that I did, and I know a lot of people carry like this kind of notebooks, and if your cover doesn't have a pen holder, for once, when I first got, let me see if I can find you guys something. This was my first TN ever, and I don't know if it's this one. It seems like it, feels like it. Yes, it is, and it is it. So this was my first TN in the Chic Sparrow world, and this was from the, is it called Mockingbird? No, yeah, is it called Mockingbird? I don't remember. Do you guys call it Mockingbird? I don't remember. And you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna go all the way to my account, and I'm gonna go all the way to my first order. I don't think that was my first order. Okay, so this was supposedly a Retire Passport Plus in the Mockingbird Blue Jay, and I bought this exactly in December 14 of 2018. This was my first ever journal, traveler's notebook, and I really liked it. I loved it. As you can see, look how messed up this is. And not just that, but at the same time, I also purchased my Mr. Darcy. This was my first Mr. Darcy in Titanic. If I find a color, I can show you how greenish and bluish greenish this was, and how it have turned to be. Like you can see here, the inside, this right here, compared to the outside, how this have changed so much through the years. So it's been a year and a half. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. It's been a year and a half since I bought this, and I love this. My first Nano ever, and I used this so much. I'm gonna show you how much I used it. I was going to do my grocery shopping, and so I bought this Nano refill as well. And this was my grocery shopping notebook. Anything that I had to do, I would put it here. Any grocery shopping I would have to do, I would put it here too. So this was my go-to notebook for a grocery shopping list, and also for my cards. And how I managed to put my cards here is that I made my own card holder out of paper stock, or I don't know how you guys call this. So I took the measurements for this, and then I sew this with a thread and needle, as if this was a how you call that? I can't even remember. Okay, never mind. But because I don't know if I did have glue, but I didn't want to use glue because I didn't know it was gonna be that good. So I used the thread and needle to do this. And I cut through both sides. Let me see if I can take this out. I want to show you this. I know this wasn't supposed to be what I wanted to do, but you see over here, you see how this was cut. And so what I would do is that I will open a little bit here, and I will put one card on this side and another card on this side, and it was big enough to fit 2 cards, you know. So this right here divides my cards, and that's how I managed to actually fit 4 debit cards, or I mean just 4 cards, like ID, all that stuff. I can fit right there comfortably. I do have a card right here. I don't know if I should use that to demonstrate. Give me a second. So I'm not gonna take it out. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I'm not gonna take it out. There we go. So this is how it will go through, you see. And so you see, you don't see it over here, and it doesn't go through this part of it, like it doesn't open up and go through there. Only a couple times that happens to me, but that was it. And so I will put my card there, and that is how I managed to hold my, you know, my cards and IDs and all that stuff. And it was very interesting. I kind of like the idea, and I maybe do that again, because I really do like the idea of that. You know, I don't know, I just like it. And we have paper. We have like a bunch of paper cardstock around the house and apartment, whatever, and sometimes we don't even use it. You can do a lot of things with it. So this was my first Nano, and it's lovely. Then I got this, and I got my first pen holder, and it wasn't as bad. You know, it was good. It takes time for that pen holder to actually stretch out, so it may take a little bit of time, but you get there. So with this one, I decided to actually cut. This goes for everyone that has a notebook with this kind of pocket in here. You see that you can put stuff in it. This is really good. This is a really good idea. So what I did is I cut the same size of that pocket, but just a tiny bit less, so it won't, like, you don't have to cut as much as I did, because I did cut a little bit too much. It does dance a little bit in here. Let me show you. You see, so you don't have to cut that much, but just a little bit. And then you have to measure the wide of it, almost like this, and just put a little bit more, or half of it more, just so you can have this and fold it and put it in here. So you can fold that, you put it in there, and it won't go anywhere. And besides, because this is gonna be like this, you see, it won't go anywhere. And then you put your pen loop that you actually bought or have or whatever. And I got this pen loop from Amazon. I will try to put them down below if you guys are interested in that. But I got this pen loop from Amazon, and I just glue them in this cardstock, and then for safety, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't do much, but just do a little bit. I just put that on top and that's it. So you see, and whenever you don't want to have the pen loop, or because you got something else, or because you move to another TN that has a pen loop and you want to use that one, you can always go here, take it out, and that's it. You know, it's not permanent, and that is what I would like about this ideas that I've been getting with this one and with the Hobonichi weeks. So you guys can see over here, I did the same thing. I did a little bit than half. Actually, I did basically almost the whole double the size of the width, and then I have to fold it 2 times. I have a miscalculation that happens as well with this one, but it's okay as long as I don't have to do another one because the size is too small. That's the only, you know, problem that you may have, is that it's too small. But I always try to make them a little bit big and then cut down a little if I have to. So you see, and then I got this over here. Oh, something fell. Oh, my purse. And I got this over here. Then whenever I want to move out of this TN to another TN, or if I am finished with this notebook, I can just switch it out and put the other one in, and it's not a permanent pen loop. And that is what I like about this. Ideas are great, amazing. And so yeah, that goes with my, you know, pocket. Whatever I feel like doing in there, I will do. I like to write a lot, but when it comes to when I take it out and start writing, I don't write. So one thing that has been helping me is that whatever I feel like I want to write, at that moment I write it down on my phone, and then I pass it to my notebook. It helps me out to just journal it and actually use my pens, because I do like writing on pen and paper. I just prefer it more than actually having a journal on my phone or whatever. So whenever I'm out or something and I want to write about it and it's uncomfortable for me to write or whatever, I do everything on my phone and then I pass it to my journal. And that's what I do sometimes. And yesterday I did another journaling section, which was this one. And yeah, so I had a journaling section over here. So I literally finished this one. Like, I finished this one right here, and then I started journaling over here. I don't know. I was feeling a lot of stuff yesterday night. And so then I got this one, which is my passport. And then my passport is a combination of, like, I don't know, a bunch of things. So because I don't have my cards and ID and all that, I have it here now. Sometimes I feel like there's no need for me to take this one with me, just because this was supposed to be like a journaling kind of like daily stuff, and also my wallet, and also my travel notebook, and a bunch of stuff. And because I rarely am using it now, just because I've been using this one, and now I'm using this one. And now I finished this insert right over here, which is done. This insert is done right now. So that's why I haven't done much. But I'm trying to figure out all the other stuff to do with my passport. I use most of my passport when I'm on trips, because it's small, easy to just take with you, easy to take out wherever you are, and just journal. Like, it doesn't matter. I was in a cruise And if you guys haven't seen that video, I will try to put it on. Oh, making sure I'm still recording. I will try and put that on the top of down below or on the corners. And I went on a cruise, and as a person that likes to journal, that cruise for me was so amazing. It opened my eyes so much. It gave me comfort, and I was very calm during my vacation. I haven't had a vacation for around 2 to 3 years. Before that, I was always like working or doing stuff, and then the hurricane in Puerto Rico, and then another hurricane in Puerto Rico, and then moving to Miami, and then moving back to Puerto Rico. It was a roller coaster for me and for a lot of other people, and I needed a vacation. I was in need of a good vacation. So when I went to my cruise, I decided that I was gonna take it slow. I was gonna have many journaling moments, reading books or reading my book, relaxing in the cabin and listening to music and playing with my makeup. I rarely play well, I did play with my makeup every day before I go to dinner. But mostly the writing and going around and sitting and chilling, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be like, oh, I gotta be outside, or I gotta go to this activity, or blah blah. If I wanted to go out, I go out. If I don't want it to go out, then I just stay in my room. I would just get a pizza, or I would get a burger, whatever it is. And I didn't feel the pressure to actually be outside. And it was amazing, because most of these islands that the cruise stops, I have already been to in so many other cruises in the past with my family, that there was no need to actually feel the pressure that I needed to be out there all day. So I did went to all the stops that the cruise did, but it was more like looking around, getting like papers and the little coins to collect to put in my journals, and that's how I actually kind of like felt so calm. And that's why my passport was a big help for me when I moved, when I went to this cruise, because it was very calm and relaxing. I took my passport out everywhere and looked at it, took pictures of it, and just talked about it. It was awesome, guys. I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty awesome. I liked it, and that's why my passport is my go-to for any trips. Like I'm gonna take maybe all of them with me, and I may journal on all of them, but my passport will be the one that will be having my daily journals, my daily writings, my daily updates, because it just goes so well. So yeah, it was pretty fun. It was really fun. And here I think I have a couple of yeah, here it is. For that, when is this? December? Oh my god. I had a water accident here. Okay, so this was, oh my god, what, look at this, a water accident. Okay, so this was my trip to Florida, and that was last year, and I journal about it here. You see, so no matter what, I'm still gonna journal about it. So basically my passport is more about everything, and mostly about my travel journals. And when it has to do with daily stuff, which I don't know if I showed you, but this is a new notebook that I am using. So this one right here is a mini composition notebook, and I got this from Dollar Tree, and you get 3 of them for $1. And I wanted to have like a notebook that I can write whenever I want, no pressure at all, not having to put stickers or put ephemera or whatever it is. So I just write whatever I want. And so that is where this notebook comes in. So it's not exactly passport. It's not a passport size, as in like the size of it is not completely a size of it, but it's also not a nano size either. So it's more like an in between of both of them. So it just fits pretty good. I just opened this up, put it like this, fits surprisingly super good. Then I got this last year, I think, and it's an Olo clip. They always have sales about this stuff, and that is how I hold it, just in case, so it won't go anywhere. And that's how it looks. And I use that all the time for my, I have that, so when I ever want to do a daily writing or update or whatever it is, I use that mini composition book, which is awesome. And I first started using it with this pen with my Coeco, and the ink of this one is so great. I am using the ink that came with this fountain pen, so I didn't use any different ink at all. So yeah, so the ink is basically the same, the ink that comes with the pen, and I really like this. So because I really liked it, I decided to order a couple more cartridges of Coeco. So this is not a sponsor or anything, they're not paying me for this, but I found this awesome website last year, and I do really want to talk about this with you guys really quickly. So this website is called cultpens.com. The website is based in the UK. If you get to 75 euros, is it euros, or because I was trying to log out for euros and it wasn't euros. Yeah, PayPal charged me for something else. It's euros, but euro, I don't even know. But PayPal charges as a GBP, which it can be a little bit more expensive with PayPal, because PayPal actually charge you more. So it's the same thing, but PayPal actually makes it look like it's some other kind of, and charge you a bit more than usually than actual euros, so whatever. Thank you, PayPal. But you get to 75 euros and you don't have to pay for shipping. And to be honest, in this website, it's so easy to get there because their products is not expensive compared to other websites. Like if I go to JetPens, or if I go to Goulet, is it Goulet Pen? Yeah. If I go to both of this website, which are the website that I go to for my pens or whatever, if you go to those, this is probably gonna be more expensive. What I do is that I always convert the price of the UK into US dollars, so I know what I'm paying for. On top of that not being so expensive, you get the shipping really like cheap, but at the same time you don't get to pay for shipping at all, so it's pretty great. If you get to the 75, which I'm blown out. And so not just that, but if you do order before 12 p.m. over there, which is 5 hours less for me, and that will be 7, I think. So I think it's 7 a.m. before 7 a.m. So basically the day before, like late night, 12 a.m. or something, you order something before 12 p.m. over there and they ship it the same day. You know, that's how fast their shipping is. I think the longest I have waited for my stuff has been 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks, maybe. And I was living in Puerto Rico. So, yes. I never had a problem with missing items. I never had a problem with, you know, a product being bad. I never had a problem with anything with them. And I have used them so many times. So with this website, what I did is that they had a sale. I'm not sure, and I'm gonna go and look it up for you guys really fast for you guys. So if you spend $50, 50 euros with Coke pens in, I'm sorry, if you spend 50 euros on Coeco, which is awesome, because I was only looking for Coeco's pens, fountain pens and all that, you get a free Coeco Ice Sport ballpoint. And the only bad thing is that you don't get to choose the color. I actually did send them an email saying, hey, if it's possible that the ballpoint can be like orange and yellow. Unfortunately, she said she will add it, and then they contacted me saying that the only colors that they had was red, blue, and black, which is the regular ones, and I didn't want that. I wanted some unusual colors that you barely see. But I was like, okay, sure, give me a blue and a red. And so on top of that, if you get a Coeco fountain pen, you get a free ink, a free pack of ink cartridge, so you can choose the colors of it. Those one you can use, you can choose. I spent it around 100 euros or so, and it's because I got a few fountain pens from Coeco with different nibs. And also I got a Coeco Ice Sport in the pink color. And that was literally, I bought the last pen available, the last fountain pen they had of that line. So I was so afraid to even make a big purchase. But at the same time, I really enjoyed it, the nib of this fountain pen. And I also like the whole size of it. And I really like this stuff. Like, come on. And it's so comfortable. And I wrote yesterday without having this in it because my hands are not that big, so it's comfortable to write in it. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait to get my medium and fine to try them out. I should have gotten a broad, but I was afraid to get a broad that I wasn't gonna use, so that's why I only order a extra fine, fine, and medium, because I don't go broader than that. Okay, so now that I talk about this, I want to go and show you guys the TNs that I own, and pretty happy and excited about them. So this one over here is my Lady Catherine in Passport Deluxe. Lady Catherine is such a beautiful color, and I messed this up the other day, I guess. So this is such a beautiful color. This is from the this is from the Darcy collection, and I have never used this. It's unused. I actually have on the way a few Lady Catherine sizes, so as soon as I get that, whenever, maybe this summer, I would change it, you know, just to mix it up. So different, you know, I can't even, but I can mix up, instead of like using Earl Grey all the time, I can use this one, this collection. I don't know, we'll see about that. So I really like Lady Catherine, and so like I said, this is a Passport Deluxe. And yeah, the reason I don't get any more Passport Plus is because I do not like how big it is. I don't like it. I don't like how the Passport Plus is. So then over here, oh yeah, I think this is, no, I don't. This is this one. No, this one is my Fergus in the Outlander collection. Fergus was a color that I wanted to get so badly. I loved how it looked. I liked the whole idea of gotta fix that later. Okay, never mind. We'll fix that later. So I like the idea of a mustard color, and a lot of people say it was like a brown golden type of color. So when I saw a lot of people talking about them and how it looked, I was like, oh, I don't want anything like brownish. I want something like a mustard. Mustard is one of my favorite colors. Right next to yellow is one of my favorite colors, but a mustard color, oh, that is pretty. So I was like, I really would like to get that TN. I saw other videos and I didn't like how I didn't like, some of them looked really good, some of them it was like, no, that's not my color. And so I just gave in and I bought it, and I was super surprised when I got it. It was so pretty. So this was my first Outlander TN, and I was so happy with how smooth this thing is, how smooth and soft, and it was like, I really like this. I really do. And in some near future, I would like to get a size for my Hobonichi wigs, and I want to get a pocket as well, and I want to get a nano one. That's not gonna happen this month. Hopefully next month that will be happening. But this is one of the TNs that I feel like I really recommend. The color is just so beautiful, it's so soft, and that is why when I first got this, before I was really regretting not buying or not even getting sorry before this, I regret not having being able to get the time traveler notebook, because that one was a Outlander, and I was like, man, if it was just like this, how smooth this is, how pretty it looks and everything, and how patina and scratches and everything, I was gonna be really happy with that. Time travelers remind me of Doctor Who. When they did Time Traveler, they name it and everything. I don't know exactly at that time what were they thinking, but at that time I was just thinking, oh yeah, Doctor Who. That's what I was thinking. So that's why I wanted Time Traveler. And Fergus is one of my favorite. I really love it. I just recommend it 100%. I just wish they do another blue, or do a green, dark green or olive green with the Outlander, because that's gonna look pretty good. The texture and everything, oh my god. So I'm imagining everything now. I need it. So the next one I have, I think this one is called Bella, but I could be, no, is it, no, I think it's Bella, I could be wrong. So this is a Pemberley one, and this is beautiful. This is like one of those times that you just have to like, I don't even know how to explain it. Never mind, I can't even explain it. But the texture of this is beautiful. I like the pebbles. I like how they did it. I like how smooth this one is. It's so freaking smooth. I love the pebbles of this. And I like that it's not too thick and it's not too thin for this, at least for this leather. This black is just the perfect black. That looks really pretty. This is also just a regular Passport Deluxe, no Passport Plus. And oh man, this leather is beautiful. I really like it. And this is one of the TNs that I'm not gonna get rid of it, because I'm not. It's just so beautiful. I can't get rid of that. I'll die. I'm just kidding. But so next one I have is, yes, so this one is my I forgot the name. I need to go and look it up because I don't know the name. I do not know the name. So this is called Fern. I don't know why I keep forgetting this name. So this is the Pemberley, it's a Passport Deluxe in Fern, and this, oh god, and this is the most beautiful green I have ever seen. I wish they do this for Outlander. This is a beautiful green, and I don't see myself getting rid of this either. I was thinking about it the other day. Believe me, I was like, oh man, this is so pretty, but I mean, I don't want to. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but now I'm like, I'm not gonna sell this. I'm not. I really like it. I really love this color. It's so darn beautiful, and I was so happy. I've been wanting to get this this color since last year when I first started buying more of the Chic Sparrow, like trying more of them. Well, in my first purchase in 2019. So I was like, whoa, what is that green? And when I search up on their website, they say it was they don't have it anymore. So if you were able to find it someplace, you're kind of lucky. So I was able to snatch this on last year in their Black Friday sale because they were selling out every Pemberley. They were trying to get rid of them. I don't know if what kind of Pemberley they have right now in their website, but I got this. I believe it was a 50% off. All the Pemberley, if I'm not mistaken, they were at 50% off. So I think I got this one for $30. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I got this for $30 because I think this is $60. So I got this for $30 and I was like, heck yeah. So I'm not gonna put the elastic on, but one of my I can get rid of that. I've been wanting to get that for a long time now, and I was able to get it at the end of last year. So I was like, I'm not getting rid of that. Now this, I believe, are the ones that I want to sell. So oh wait, not this one. This is my Marigold in Pemberley as well, and I also I got this one from their sale. You can see the different colors right here compared to this one colors here. Like you can see a difference, or can I do it this way? Maybe this way it's gonna show more. You can see this one is darker than this one. Yeah, at least I can see that. So it's actually a pretty nice color, although I don't know if I'm gonna stay with this one. This is my only personal size TN that I own, so I don't know. I did order a Marigold in Pocket Plus, but I sold it last week, so I don't have that anymore. And then this one right here is my Toronto in Hemingway collection, and this is a oh, there's a hair here, and this is a beautiful color. The reason why I got it is because I was so sad that I wasn't able to get the Time Traveler. So as soon as I saw this one in the Hemingway, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that color. It's not as soft and comfortable as the Outlander leather is, but it's not a bad, you know, leather like that. So, and this is a Pocket Plus. Pocket Plus, I am not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I think Pocket Plus, you can use it for, wait, yeah, a Pocket Plus, you can use it for A6 rings. I don't see myself using this Pocket Plus. So I may sell it, I may just stay with it, I don't know. But I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see. This is one of the God. One of the TNs that I am not sure what I'm gonna do with them. Distinguish the one that I want to sell. Okay, so now this one is a Pemberley Daisy. I also wanted to get a Pemberley Daisy for a long time now, and I didn't got it on the color, on the size that I wanted, but because I was all into this whole getting a personal for my Hobonichi weeks and just like, you know, all that stuff, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this one in personal. And then later they called me that the one that I purchased, it was is not regular personal size, it's the old version of personal size. And I told them to just, sure, okay, send it to me, and never used it. don't want to use it. It's a beautiful color. It's a beautiful you call that a beautiful yellow. It's not a dark yellow, but it's not a bright yellow either, and it's just like, it's beautiful. I really like this. And if they had this for passport or even for my Hobonichi weeks, I would totally get it. I ordered a leather sample of the one in Tea House. I forgot the name of that color. I don't remember the name, but I did order the yellow that they have, and just to test it out and see how the color is. To be honest, I kind of like this leather more for that, but it's okay. We good. And oh, where's the other one? I don't know where it is. Okay. And then this is my other nano. I only have 3 nano in general, so is this 3? And the other one, I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's here. Oops. So these are the only 3 nanos that I own right now. And this one, I don't know how to say the name because it's so weird. But this is from the Hemingway collection, and I regret 100% not even getting a passport or a pocket size of this one. 100% regret not getting it. This is a beautiful color. I love it so much. The Hemingway version is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay guys, so this is basically it for the end of this video. It's been a really long video, but I wanted to be more in depth and talk to you guys about my supposedly setup that I don't have, and also the TNs that I own. I have a couple more than what I want to here, but there are 2 of them or 3 of them that I am thinking about selling, and there's another one that I don't have here because I don't know where I put it. I think oh right, yeah, it's in here. I was going to sell this one, but the person decided that it was too expensive. I was selling it for $35 but she is from Canada, so she wanted to see how much the shipping was. So I went into the post office and checked. It was $12 or $13, and I told her that. And then she tells me, like, can we work on the price? I was like, I mean, there's nothing I can do. With the shipping and everything, it will come up to $45 instead of $35, which is not bad. I'm actually charging $30 for the TN and $10. Where's it? No, $30 for the TN and $15 for shipping, and actually having to go over there and pay for all that and the work, which is I'm actually adding $2 for myself. So it's not like, I don't know. So and she said it was too expensive, but for the US it's only $35. But if I have to ship it internationally, I have to charge you just a little bit more because I need to pay more for shipping, which it makes sense. And there's nothing I can do. I wish I could be like Chic Sparrow. The companies get shipping more less than regular than us, just because they order more stuff. I mean, they send more stuff, they mail more items, so they get a little bit of a discount with the shipping. I don't. I get the regular post office price. So this is the other one, and this one is the creme and chocolate, and this is a passport. And this is so thick, and this is why I don't want this one, because I thought it was going to be a little bit thinner, and I wanted to have a lot of pebbles in it, and this one seems to be pebble free. and I don't want it. So that's why I'm selling it, but it's in good condition. I haven't used it, so yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. Those are all my TNs. So I have 4 that I would like to sell maybe, and the rest of it is just like TNs that I like. And there's one of them, which is the Mockingbird. That's the only one that I'm not gonna sell, and I would like to sell it, but because it looks a little bit beat up, I know people won't like to buy that, so that's why I'm keeping it. But if I could buy it, if I could sell it, that would be great. But yeah, this is basically my whole, you know, collection and what I have right now as in storage. I was gonna do a giveaway video, but it's really late and the light is getting really dark now, so I will try my best, wake up in the morning tomorrow and put everything in the desk and start doing that, because I would like to start the giveaway around this week and I can send the stuff around middle of next week or at the end of next week. And because the shipping is really difficult, it's not gonna apply for outside the United States. It's gonna be inside the United States. And I know I have a couple people that are from the UK and all that. I apologize, but shipping can be a little bit expensive. So yeah, and my products, the things that I'm gonna send, there are a lot, like as if they actually are a bit heavy. So yeah, we'll see about that. I'm gonna let you guys go now and I will talk to you all later. That's basically it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you all in my next one. Thank you so much for everybody has been subscribing and liking and commenting and being there and being friendly and being family, and thank you so much. I'll see you all in my next one. God bless you. Have a wonderful day and take care, guys. Bye.